Hi everyone, MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. Thank you very much for stopping by. I really appreciate you all, and definitely returning viewers. You know I love you. This is a newer channel. I am a psychic, intuitively guided tarot card reader of a couple of decades, and my intention is to eventually just do readings. You know, I am a massage therapist, and eventually my body will not allow that, so I'm kind of preparing, if you will, in the future. And I'm not able to do massage right now anyway, so I just love passionately helping and hopefully uplifting viewers as to the different aspects of the mystical parts of their life, the messages that come through, the clarity, insight. I'm actually uploading all the monthly general readings for each sign. And this month, or this reading, will be for the sign of Virgo. So sun, moon, or rising. I definitely recommend you watch your moon and rising signs because they absolutely add more depth. And sometimes you resonate more with them than you would your sun sign. For example, the sun is definitely telling us about our personality and our interests and how we relate to people. But our rising or ascendant is absolutely about our purpose and our path, you know, what it is that we want to do to serve and to connect with others in the world. So that alone just can bring you so much more, you know, insight, and it's interesting. So the readings I like to do for the month, though general, are under 4 major categories. And then I'll be reading from 2 of my oracle decks, one being the Super Attractor Manifestation, and then the second being, and last being, the Adoring Virtue, Healing with the Angels message, just as like the cherry on the top of this Sunday. So the 4 categories, as I was saying, is going to be under the overall energy of the month. And then we have the second being the blessings / possible obstacles of the month. And we have the third being under the category of love, and how it may affect you or pertain to you this month of May. And then last but not least, the category of finances. Very, very pertinent right now for a lot of people, myself included. This one's shot out, so let's see what we have there, and I'll read it to you as we go along. Now, the other thing I want to say, if I may, just very briefly to touch base on as far as the astrology goes, we do have the sun in Taurus through May, we are in May, through the 20th, and that is definitely still bringing us that very grounded, practical, kind of regimented parts of our lives that we need to do in regards to our money and to our everyday living circumstances. You know, we're being kind of reserved, if you will, grounded, as I said. But that's also a time for kind of ease. We have 4 planets in retrograde this month by the 15th or 16th of May. We have Pluto that already actually retrograded last month, the planet of incredible transformation and self-evaluation. We have Venus, the planet of love, finances, and beauty. The Saturn, the planet of structure and restriction and teaching, discipline. And then Jupiter, the planet of expansion and luck and so forth. So when they're in retrograde, much like Mercury, you don't want to go full tilt on any specific area that I mentioned. And as of right now, we've kind of gotten used to that, right? So I don't think it's going to be that much of a major shock to our systems that there's not a huge push or rush happening, but it is absolutely a time to revisit and restructure, recheck. Everything is with the retrogrades, you know, and just relaxing into it and really focusing on what it is we want to do as we do move forward. Because yes, not to be too contradictory, even though the retrogrades are taking place and they will last, you know, for months, there's some incredible self-discoveries that we can do at this time. And, you know, retweaking some things you've already started. So if you don't want to go forward on something new, you can certainly polish and refine the things that you've already put into action. Any kind of interest, and it could be creative or, entrepreneurial. It's great for communication. So just things to think about. Okay, so let's move forward with your actual reading. And a lot of times, sometimes I should say the resonance can happen at the beginning of the month, like now, and it can go through the middle, or it could hit you at the end. It's very relative to who you are and what your natal chart has to say about you. So moving forward, let us go forward with the overall energy of the month for you, Scorpio. And you are a water sign. You are deep and sensitive and introspective at times, passionate about what you do. When you want something, you will absolutely create that and transform your life. Your life is a continuum of transformation and, reinventing, I would say, yourself. And with the new or full moon on the 7th in Scorpio, there's going to be that incredible power that you can have to do even more transformation, and depending on what that means to you, I would say it's a definite global situation as well, not only internally. Externally, you are going to be very clear on being able to recognize unhidden truths and release the things that are absolutely not going to be to your highest good. You have, for the overall energy, the King of Pentacles. And I absolutely immediately love this energy that comes from this. This is the earth elements, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. We are in, as I said, sun season of Taurus, so we've already got that energy happening. And Taurus, and specifically, but earth quality and elements with water are very complementary, very different. The dichotomy is quite different, but at the same time, very complementary. So this is a good energetic connection with you during the month of May. And as far as, any kind of earth sign, as I mentioned, the king in particular, who's mature and very knowledgeable in how to make sure that the important fundamental parts of your life, like the money and the way that we invest our money, our time, our energy in any way, our worth, our self-worth, is going to be personified with this energy of the King of Pentacles. I mean, money is definitely prominent with this. And, the capabilities that the earth qualities have about managing money has always been very noticeable to me with my friends in my, real-time life. So this is a positive energy for the overall energy, regardless of the retrogrades, certainly. And I know that, like I said, with you, Scorpio, your ability to transform and to reinvent and to recognize positive influences financially and so forth in your life they come second nature to you. You have an intuitive aspect that's really kind of unmatched with the other zodiac signs. So I would use that and embrace it and listen to it and recognize things are moving in the right direction. That's all I can say in regards to that. That is beautiful, and I'm happy to see it. The next is the possible blessings/obstacles. And we have the major arcana judgment. This has been a repeat with the readings that I've been doing thus far. It's self-explanatory in a lot of ways. Judgment versus the card Justice, both pertaining to the Libra kind of energy that provides balance, justice, as I said, and so forth. But judgment is really more of an internal realization, time to go inward and make the judgment call on your own life, on your own circumstances, in your own relationships, in reaching out, talking to people, deciding which is the best advice or information to really take in and to believe, if for no other reason, but Judgment is very much a card of inner truth and decision. Judgment, making the best judgment for yourself in all realms. So that's a powerful major arcana, which is a huge message that I think needs to be spoken to you, Scorpio. And I know it'll be the right judgment. I can say that in all earnest, and with the powerful, beautiful, you got actually it's like kind of a newer moon. So between the full moon in your sign and the new moon in Gemini at the end of the month, there's going to be some real vindication, I would imagine, in the choices and the judgments that have been made. So trust in yourself. You know that you have the power to manifest and bring the best solutions in your life. I would consider that a blessing, and if it's an obstacle, it's only because maybe you're waiting a little longer than you would like to be, which we all are. The retrograde may be slowing down the process a bit. Trust in yourself, trust in your judgment. It's strong, and it's, I think you're going to make the right choices. I do, when you sit with it and you don't feel rushed. The next category is going to be under the category of love. And Scorpios are very good at love. You're very deep, you're very sensitive and perceptive. So under the category of love, you do have the Three of Pentacles. So this is once again an earth element. You may very well be involved with somebody you love deeply who is a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. You may be very much involved in a collaborative situation with family members you love, anything, maybe just a great work partner. This is the time to really put forth the details on what you want to see happen moving forward, as everything does move forward, and it will, and it is, and it's changed, and it's different, it's transformed, but I feel like it's bringing out the best now, eliminating the things that haven't worked to this point, And in love, you've got help, you've got support, you've got people that care deeply for you, and it's a reciprocal kind of love. It's genuine. When it's earth, it's there to stay. It's not just a fly-by-night, it's nice for the time being. This is a permanency, That's got to feel good, because I feel like anywhere we can get some kind of sense of security, whether it's an illusion or not, feels so good. And knowing that the love is in the category of earth and solidness and structure, permanence, I love it. And you deserve it. We all deserve this, and believe and tell yourself that, and just wait and see what comes to you. And that's another huge thing. I just got a message. Allow it to come. You don't have to push out anymore. This is the month to retrieve, retreat, and just sit with the energies, sit with your desires, your manifestations, your inspirations, and allow it to come to you. So that's beautiful for you on the love. And the last is under the category and finances, which, is huge. It's been large, and we've already seen you've got some real positive aspects when it comes to the Pentacles. It has to do with many of the earthly needs and so forth, but finances are definitely right up there on the list. But with you have the major arcana, the Chariot. So it's absolutely victory, right? And first foremost, you are the person riding the vehicle, and maybe the vehicle is a vehicle. Maybe you've got a shiny new vehicle you can buy at one of the best deals of a lifetime with the economy right now, just to keep that economy going. I know friends that have bought a car right now. Also, it is about you being in charge of your vehicle, meaning yourself, your mind, your spirit, your ability to rise above. I'm wearing my transformational butterfly shirt because it's so prominent right now, and it is about just continually redoing, reinventing, and you're in charge. You're at the head of the realm, you know. It's victorious, and coincidentally, this card represents the sign of Cancer. And so, you know, that's another water sister sign. So there's a great deal. You might have somebody having to do with a Cancer in your life that's going to be predominantly helping you financially. I wouldn't rule that out, but I just want to put that out there. It is knowing life has the ups and downs. You've got the white and the black. What are they? Well, they are very Egyptian looking. This is a different type of vehicle for sure back in the day, of the Egyptians being kind of carried. With that being said, and the ups and downs, ebbs and tides in our life, you will persevere and you will rise above, and it's fantastic. It is a beautiful, beautiful symbolic aspects of positive financial answers coming through. Concrete, especially with, like I said, the surrounding of the pentacles, which ground it and bring it into tangible existence. So fantastic. You've got the two, like I said, pentacles. You've got the two major arcana with justice. It is justice. I had said judgment all along. I am so sorry. I'm not sure why that happened, but as I said before, it reminded me of the card Justice, and it is about justice. It is about things going forward, the absolute truth and justice in what we are absolutely deserving. You know, it's time. Whatever's coming to you, you do deserve. You've been waiting, and upright means you will achieve and receive it. So I love that. So yeah, judgment. Something to remember for the next time I may pull judgment for you. But regardless, this is a beautiful energy for the month. If you choose it to be, you know, we always have that ability. And can I say precisely what is happening for you specifically on a general reading? No. Can I just share with you that at any given time, you have, with the reading showing you the possibilities of energies coming your way, how you receive that or react to it is entirely up to you. With a lot of things out of control, our thoughts, our reactions to things are completely our control. So I love that sense of empowerment with that. And I love it for you, and I love it for everybody I read for, knowing that we do have that free will. Let me pick your Super Attractor Manifestation card about manifesting the life that we choose, you know, by the feeling good, energetic connection and alignment that we can have with spirit, and at any given moment to bring in that type of energy back, you know. It is the reciprocal law of attraction that you hear about all the time. You can think it, which is imperative, but to feel it is what truly makes it occur. You know, it just is how it is. So let me just see. What do we have for the sign of Scorpio? This is a repeat. I love it. It's beautiful. It's very appropriate for now. My greatest spiritual shifts don't come through force. They come through freedom. And, you know, freedom takes many forms too. Freedom of thought, freedom of choice, freedom of releasing and letting go, and just trusting. There's that alignment, you know. Not through force, though. I pray that you relax and you take it in, and this is the month to do so. I love that for you, Scorpio. And last but not least, let's do the healing angel message for all beautiful Scorpios. Praying you're doing well and you're feeling healthy, and if not, you're recovering and staying strong. and hopeful, because that spreads all around the globe. That energy just rises up and it heals. And I know what this is. It's the only card that I have, but it's the card of signs. So this is really great for you because, like I said, you have this perception and this depth to you that intuitively knows things when you're looking for it and you recognize it. It's there for you, and there's many signs coming to you this month, Scorpio. Starting with the full moon in your sign, so a few days before and after and onward. They're there for you to grow and to expand. And I love that for you. I, once again, greatly appreciate you all. Do like and subscribe. And until next time, take incredibly good care of yourself. Thank you, and bye for now.